Triple B Hot Takes. Welcome, welcome.
What up? NFL Sunday, Week 3. Welcome to Triple B Hot Takes. Are you ready? 2, 3. Woo! It's Sunday! Ba-da-da-da. Well, there was somebody jumping around behind me, which means he's here and he's in person and I am not alone. Roy, Scott Neal, Coach Neal, come on down. Welcome to Sunday and glad you're here, partner, in person.
Hey. It is Sunday, fun day, week 3. Where's the time going? We're already on week 3, and it's going to be a good one. I am fired up and frosty this morning. I'm telling you what.
All chubbed up.
Oh, boy. Ready to go. What a great day on tap.
All chubbed up.
Do her tour.
All chubbed up. Okay.
All chubbed up.
Well, it is week 3, which means we're in the thick of it here. We're starting to get to the point where you're either good or you're either bad. And the matchups this week are pretty spicy. We're going to get right into it. Once again, this is Triple B Hot Takes. I'm Triple B. That's Roy. Thank you for joining us on this BEA beautiful day today. We appreciate it. Can't wait for some ball-tingling, beer-spilling action all day long. Let's get into it. You guys know the drill. We go through DFS picks, QBs, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, a big old hairy scary D. Cue it. And then we do the triple threat picks, which we regressed last week. We started off really hot, like the flames behind us, hot as hell week 1. But then kind of last week, there was the Bengals. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. The injury bug this year in the NFL has been ridiculously bad, and that's not helping anyone or anything. So
not really. No, not at all.
It's been bad.
But then we do Upset of the Week and Packers pick. Let's get right into it. I'm feeling frosty, feeling ready.
Frosty.
Let's do it. Triple B Hot Takes NFL Sunday, Week 3, starting off with QBs. QBs, I have Patty Mahomes as my numero uno. Number 1 on the list, he plays Chicago's shitty D, but yes, I do have in my notes here, he is expensive. That's the only downside. He's pricey. So if you're willing to spend the cash, if you're willing to spend the dough for some more points, then I would do Patty Mahomes. I also have Tua in there too. Usually we only do one QB, but I just wanted to write Tua in there because I think that Tua could be poised for a big day as well. So Patty Mahomes or Tua, kind of check them out. Broncos D isn't that great. We'll get to that when we come to the wide receivers if you catch my drift. And my risk this week is Geno Smith. I personally have him in my lineup. Carolina is terrible at pressuring the quarterback. They are almost dead last so far this year at doing such. Their defense isn't that great, and their offense isn't that great either, although I think they'll probably do better this week with Andy Dalton than they have been with Bryce Young, which sounds crazy, but it's not crazy. It's just reality. However, it is in Seattle. I think Geno Smith is going to have a big day. DK and Tyler Lockett should have a big day as well. And Geno Smith's only $5,600 in DraftKings. So I have him as my quarterback. Dad, what you think for QBs?
QBs. Hard not to like this guy. Kirk Cousins, $6,900 in DK, so he's right average in cost. They're
Kirk.
playing the Los Angeles Chargers, or the San Diego Chargers, because I refuse to move them to Los Angeles, the worst fan base in the entire league.
Nice guy, Kirk.
But Kirk is a nice guy. They're playing in Minnesota, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yeah, in Minnesota.
That's
Kirk Cousins last week, quietly, 31 of 41, 364 yards, and not one, not two, not three, count them, 4 tutters.
Not 5.
Not
4.
5, 4 tutters last week.
4.
How can you go wrong? You have Jefferson, Addison, Osborne, and Hawkinson all catching the big ball from Kirk Cousins. I like Kirk a lot this week. By the way, the San Diego Chargers defense is El Lasto in pass coverage against QBs. A sleeper on the QB side. I'm shocked I'm saying this because you know my feelings on Ohio State and Ohio State quarterbacks. I think they suck. But the sleeper of the week is C.J. Stroud this week. He threw for 384 and 2 tutters last week. Jacksonville's D, pass coverage-wise, against QBs, is third last in the league. So if Stroud can keep it going, he's cheap, $5,300. If he can keep it going, Nico Collins, Tank Dell, looks good for him. So it could be a good option for you as a sleeper.
Cool beat. You want to send it back with Arby's?
Absolutely, I'll send
You
it back.
also got here. You want to scooch this way, Father? I gave you some room.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll scooch.
Yeah. Look at that.
There
Yeah.
we go. Hey.
Right in there. See your other shoulder now? That's yeah.
Yes, indeed.
I did give you room, but I didn't move your chair.
That's
so
all right.
I
You know,
apologize.
that
Now
happens.
this is
That
more
happens.
cordial.
You know,
We're more familiar.
You know, it sucks. We've only been together once so far, so I'm glad to be back.
Hey, you look great, by the way.
Yeah, you do too.
Yeah.
Good
Felt
great
Sunday.
day. Great
You're
day.
prepared today.
I am.
Not that you weren't prepared in previous
Plethora of
weeks.
notes this week. Running backs this week. I love this guy, Travis Etienne Jr.
I have him as well.
$6,900 on DK playing Houston's pathetic. freaking
69
D.
for a reason.
And Travis is holding his own this year, but
Yeah.
this is his breakout game. I really
Big
think
game.
he's going to go off, and the matchup is so good for him. I love Travis Etienne this week. My other running back, I like Raheem Mostert against Denver's pathetic run D. He's 6,000 in DK, and Raheem Mostert, the last man standing down there in Miami. Boy, they're having the injury.
Yeah.
Talk of the injury bug. Woof, da looper. It is not good down there. So I like Raheem, and my sleeper running back of the week, Rashawn Johnson from the Bears, the only shining light
Boink.
in Chicago right now. Yes, Roy, they're going up against Kansas City's D. However, I see Rashawn Johnson having garbage time points after Kansas is up by, let's say 40 points. I think Rashawn Johnson is going to be given the ball for the rest of the day, and he's going to run wild and get some garbage time stuff. So from a fantasy numbers only perspective, I like Rashawn Johnson.
I have Travis Etienne as well, to the moon with him today.
Yep.
Averaged almost 10 yards a carry last year against them, and Zach Moss last week. Zach Moss just had over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. So, I don't know. Houston is not that great at stopping the run. It should be a good game.
Yeah,
We'll
it
get
should.
to that matchup a little later if you catch my drift. I may have one of those teams in a certain pick. My number one running back this week is Tony Pollard. He goes against Arizona's shitty D.
I like it.
Once again, blowout situation potentially with
What are they
same as
favored
Patty.
by, 13?
They're favored by a lot.
Yeah.
It's not going to be good.
No.
My risk, Keandre Miller. What's his name? Kendra. Kendra Miller is my risk at running backs. I think that the Saints, Packers aren't that great at stopping the run. This isn't anything new for Packers fans. It has been very shitty for us the last
29
long time.
in the league. 20
for a long time. And he
Terrible.
is rookie they drafted this year. The Saints did. I think he's pretty good. He does have some split time going on back there, but I think that he definitely could get you 15, 16 points, maybe even higher. Good ceiling there. And he is cheap. He's only like $3,800 in DraftKings. So for a running back that's going to get over 10 carries for sure, hopefully, I like Kendra Miller. Wide receivers. Remember this name today. My number one play this week. To the moon pick, fiery play, Tyreek Hill.
How do you go
He is
wrong
going
there?
against, well, everyone's like Patrick Surtain. No, he's a good cornerback. But Tyreek Hill is going against a team that their man coverage rate is over 80%.
You can't man up against a
And you
Rocket.
can't man against Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle I can't talk. Jalen Waddle is out today. So Tyreek Hill to the moon, which is why I like Tua, because somebody's going to be throwing him the ball. Somebody's going to be reaping the benefits of Tyreek just going off. Tyreek is a must play. I don't care how much he costs. You have to have him in your lineup today by all costs. Tyreek
That's
Hill.
how many Heat plays cost today.
Tyreek Hill.
He's steep today.
Climb the hill
for a reason.
and
He's
pick
steep.
him.
Yeah, for a reason.
My other wide receivers are Keenan Allen and Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, obviously you can't match him with Tyreek Hill. If you can, I don't know how you did that. You must be a genius at DraftKings because they're both the most expensive wideout. You must have a really shitty quarterback or a shitty running back or a shitty flex or a shitty D. But if you're able to accomplish that, congrats to you. I was not able to accomplish that goal of having all those receivers in my lineup. So I have Tyreek. I did happen to get Keenan Allen in there, though. Keenan Allen is constantly underpriced all the time. And I don't understand why, but he is. So why not take advantage of a guy that's going to get over 10 targets today? He is feasting right now. Him and Mike Will are going to go off today. It's going to be exciting. It's kind of hard to determine who's going to score touchdowns between them. Toss up probably 50-50. Could be Mike Williams, could be Keenan Allen. Mike Williams missed some opportunities last week. He got the opportunities, though, which is the most important thing.
He did.
So Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, I mean, they're a must-play this week against a Minnesota defense that just allows you to pass as much as you want because their goal is to just come right back and pass back at you. Should be probably the highest-scoring game of the week, I would guess. But Keenan Allen and Tyreek Hill are in my lineup. Tyreek to the moon. My risk at wide receivers, I like Nico Collins a lot. Him and Tank Dell are going off in Houston, which is impressive. Didn't expect that. Nico Collins, I like him. I also have my sleeper of the week paired right under that. So wide receivers this week for me are huge. My to the moon play is Tyreek, but my sleeper of the week is Jaden Reed, Green Bay Packers. If Christian Watson doesn't go, which it doesn't sound like he's gonna,
Even if he goes, I think.
God damn it, I wish he would go, but I don't know.
Yep,
Packers,
I don't know.
Packers are injured again, and it's frustrating, but we're gonna move past it. Jaden Reed, though,
He's
is
having
poised to
season
have a
already.
huge day today. Jaden Reed, remember the name, put him in your flex. That's where I got him. Roy, what do you got for wideouts?
Hey, I like CeeDee Lamb today against Arizona. He's likes Pollard there too. Dak Prescott actually has been fairly impressive so far to start the season. He's throwing the ball well, and I think this is CeeDee's breakout game. CeeDee's been kind of quiet. He's done a few things. He's on the radar, but I think this is CeeDee's big breakout game. They don't have anybody to go up against CeeDee Lamb. So
No.
$7,700 DK.
They don't want to have anybody.
They don't want to have anybody.
They're trying to lose.
Yeah, it appears that way.
Which
really,
is too bad because
sadly,
you almost had an
appears
upset
that
of a
way.
lifetime last week.
Almost, yeah.
And then they got
I thought
into
I had
halftime.
it. I thought I had it.
They went into halftime and they're like, whoa, guys.
Yeah.
We're winning right now. What's
yeah,
going on?
Shut it off. Shut
Yeah.
it off.
Turn it off.
Turn it off.
Caleb Williams.
So, CeeDee Lamb, the next guy on my list, and I have him as my sleeper of the week. Jordan Addison. With Kirk Cousins, Jordan Addison has put up 16-plus fantasy points a week. He's being targeted 8 to 10 times a week. Against the Chargers, they're going to spread the wealth. And I think Addison has a big old day today for Minnesota. Of course, I also have Tyreek Hill listed, as mentioned, $9,000. He is expensive in DK, however,
Worth it.
He's a must in your lineup. My risk and sleeper also here. Jordan Addison is a play. He just happens to be my sleeper of the week because I think a lot of people are sleeping on him. But another wide receiver to take a look at, he already mentioned, Mike Williams. Believe it or not, Mike
Mike
Williams
Will.
has been the number one targeted wide receiver at the Chargers. However, Keenan Allen's been the one that's gotten the end zone. So they're both having a great season with Justin Herbert at the Chargers. So I like Mike Williams there as well. I really do. So there you have it.
Okay.
Tight ends, you want tight ends?
Yeah, I have Travis Kelce, which you mentioned already.
Yeah.
Number one tight end. I mean,
Yep.
the number one play is always going to be the number one play, but you're not always going to be able to afford him. So we try to explain that in a way where you can create a lineup with the guys that we have still. We price them well, I feel, where it's not like we have the number one guy at each position every week because obviously you can't play that in DraftKings.
Right.
So
You're looking for value in a matchup.
yeah, Travis Kelce is the number one tight end. If you can afford him, get him. He is a must play if you can afford him. If you can't afford him, nobody's going to be talking about this guy today. He has a 1% start rate right now in DraftKings. Nobody's talking about him. I'm talking about him. Check out Durham Smythe, Miami's tight end. This guy has been targeted 6 times a game and has been running routes on 93% of all the pass plays that Miami has done. Obviously, it's hard to want to target or scheme to target a tight end when you have Jalen Waddle, I can't fucking talk, Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, and Raheem Mostert on your team. Obviously, the number 4 guy is going to be at the wayside most of the time. However, one of the Titans is out today. Jalen Waddle's out, like we said. Durham Smythe, I hope that's how I pronounce your name, because it's kind of a weird name. I've never heard of a guy named Durham, but he's going to go ham this
Durham.
week. I
Yes,
swear,
he did
Durham
Durham.
Smythe. He is only $2,300 in DraftKings. Nobody's talking about him. Nobody's talking about him.
Nobody's
talking about him. Denver Broncos are not. Excuse me. They play a lot of man coverage, like I said, and they're not that great at covering the tight end either. They've been scorched the last 2 weeks. There's only been 2 weeks, I know, but they've been scorched. So I don't know why they're not gonna. I expect Miami to go to Smythe a shit ton. I'm talking too much, but I like Smythe a lot
You
as
like
my
Smythe.
risk for tight end. Smythe.
You like him.
Smythe.
Smythe.
Durham.
The-
Smythe.
Der Hamburger.
Smythe.
Der Ham.
Swiper, no Smythe.
For those Pink Panther fans out there. My tight end this week, I like Zach Ertz. He
Ertz!
is only that Ertz so
Ertz
good.
so good.
He's only $3,500 in DK.
Yep.
Playing Dallas. Who else are they going to throw to? I don't even know the quarterback playing for Arizona right now, but he's gone to. Ertz is the number one receiver on the Cardinals right now, and he's going
Dobbs?
to be again. Joshua Dobbs, yeah. So he's going to throw to Ertz again today. It's going to be about the only thing he's going to have open to throw to. So I like Zach Ertz today. The other guy that I like, unfortunately, a lot this week is Taysom Hill against the Packers. Green Bay's run defense is sucky at best, and I can see Keandre Miller and Taysom Hill running zone read against us until we want to puke. So Taysom Hill, $3,300 in DK. My sleeper at tight end this week, Wisconsin's pride and joy, Jake Ferguson for Dallas, number one targeted tight end in the red zone in the league. And he has yet to get in the end zone more than once, but today could be the day against a
It always could be the day.
terrible.
I could win $1 million
Terrible.
on DraftKings today.
That's
you
right.
never know.
Today
I'm
could
one
be
of
the
the.
day.
I'm one of the
Today
participants.
could be the day.
The big, old, hairy, scary D. Dallas against Arizona. Let's get real. If you can afford them, you're gonna play them. If you can't, then I would go with the Patriots against the Jets.
Kansas City against the Bears. If you can afford them, play them. If you can't, I would go with what he said.
Cool. Triple threat picks. Okay. So we regressed, like we said last week. Oh, well, big deal, big whoop. We're going to go undefeated today because that's what it's all about. Well, we can't both go undefeated because we had different picks, but one of us is going to go undefeated. So that's just what makes it fun. My record in triple threat picks so far is 3-3. Roy is 2-4. However, after today, we will be better than we are so far. So the games that I have sauced up today are the LA Chargers at Minnesota, Pittsburgh Steelers at Las Vegas Raiders, and Philadelphia Eagles at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're going to start with the LA Chargers at
All close matchups.
with the LA Chargers at Minnesota. It's spreads 1, over-unders 54. Minnesota's favored by that one. I'm taking the Vikings, which I can't believe I just said that out loud. However, we talked this morning in the meeting. They're due. They're just
due.
are.
They're due.
Kirk Cousins is playing too well not to win.
He is.
And the Chargers just can't figure out how to win a game. They come out in the second half so flat.
Yep.
It's amazing. I don't know. I don't know what's
54
going on.
is the over and under, so that's telling you right there that Vegas even believes this is going to be a shootout.
Skull.
Whatever.
Skull.
Whatever.
Skull. Minnesota Vikings. You have them too?
I have them too.
So Minnesota Vikings for both of us in that one. Over under, I don't really know what you want to do there. It's super high. You could risk it if you wanted, but I don't know. Pittsburgh Steelers at Las Vegas Raiders is the second one. Classic matchup. Pretty excited for this one.
It is.
A timeless matchup, if you will. The autumn wind is a
Raider.
Raider. I have the Raiders against the Steelers. Steelers
Jimmy
look good.
Garoppolo.
I would smash the under on this game. It's
My name is
43.
Jimmy
The
Garoppolo.
over under. And I've waited my
My life for this. Can anybody tell me where my helmet is?
Where his helmet
Where his helmet is.
Jimmy Garoppolo, Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs. Honestly, though, Josh Jacobs probably won't do that great because
I don't know what's going on with him. He's kinda
everybody
off.
thinks something's going on, but he's played really tough defenses against the run to start the year, and
True.
Pittsburgh is no slouch
True.
at that. Watt is incredible. Scored a touchdown last
Yeah, he
week.
is.
Unreal.
Gee,
but I have
Packers could have used him.
Yeah, they could have. I have the Raiders against the Steelers.
Raiders.
Wow, talking stuff today. Roy, you
Yep,
got the Raiders
yep,
as well.
Raiders.
right? Raiders.
Raiders.
Giving them 2.5. Like I said, I'd smash the under on that.
Yeah, I would
43.
too.
I don't know. I think it's going to be a defensive game.
I do too.
We'll see. Next game, Philadelphia Eagles at Tampa Bay Bucks. This is probably the most spicy of the
Interesting
three.
game.
The Buccaneers have proven so far that they are for real, and that is incredible. I never thought that I'd be saying that here in Week 3, but I'm saying it here in Week 3. Baker Mayfield, so far so good. Will the wheels fall off? I think that they will. Philadelphia is going to go into Tampa and smack them. I like Philly a lot. I am taking Philly, and I'm taking the -5 as well. They're giving Philly 5. I like that. I don't think it's enough, personally, and I think people are way too high up on Tampa Bay against Philly. I don't see a lot of hope there for them, but there are some people on this show, in fact, that disagree with me.
That is a fact. Baker Mayfield and Chris Godwin go off and take down Philly.
Wow. Okay, so I got Philly. He's got the Bucks. Over-under is 45. Probably going to go over in that one, I would say.
I would say it's going to go over.
Upset of the week. I'm 1-1. Roy is 1-1. Like I said, we regressed last week. We come back this week. My upset of the week. I'm taking the Houston Texans over the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Woo!
Yes, that is a big one. 7.5. 7.5 is what they're giving the Jags.
Holy ball
I
sack.
am taking Houston, and F the 7.5. I don't want the 7.5. That's not what the upset's about. The upset's not about, hey, they lost, but yeah, if they're within 7.5, that's a win for me. No, that's not how I do the upset of the week. It is a pick. It is a money line pick. They either win or they don't win. Houston's winning against Jacksonville today.
You laid that out, didn't you?
I'm starting to get into it.
I'm telling you what, it's going to be a great day. It's going to be a fun day. Josh Allen takes his Buffalo Bills into the Washington. Percolating. Josh Allen takes his Buffalo Bills into Washington to play the Redskins. That's right, the Redskins. Hell with it. There's no such Redskins. And Sam Howell, quarterback of the Washington Redskins, is going to lead them to victory over the Buffalo Bills in Washington. There you have it.
That's a big one.
5.5. The Bills are getting
Big upsets today.
and here comes Sam Howell and the Washington Redskins.
Both of these would be pretty shocking if they hit, but I wouldn't have picked them if I didn't think they had a chance.
Correct.
Packers pick. Let's go Packers. The Packers play the Saints today. Saints are coming to town. Jordan Love's debut at Lambeau as a starter this year. Horny for that. I have the Packers winning, obviously, because I never go against the Packers because that would just be bad.
Sacrilegious,
Juju.
even.
So whatever the record is going to be my record for these picks. Right now, we're 1-1, baby. Packers, I have against the Saints 27-13. I think the Packers beat them.
Really? That much score difference?
Yes, I do. I think the Packers beat the Saints. I like the matchup. I don't think that the Saints match up well against the Packers. I think it would be a bigger blowout if we had our team, which, guys, just get healthy, please. Everybody get healthy, stretch it out, drink some water, pound the Gatorade, and let's get back at it. But even with the roster that we have today,
Bakhtiari, find your girlfriend and get
the
your
Saints
flipping
are
balls
coming
back, would you please?
into town, and they are
Get your
marching
balls
out of here
back,
with
dude.
a loss. The Saints are coming. We're marching. They're not marching this week. I can't talk still. Packers 27-13.
Yeah, you'll talk later. Packers, Saints. Very even matchup. Packers are given 1 point in this game, -1. The Packs getting 1. Or I should say the Saints are getting 1. -1 for the Pack. Very close game. I think it's going to carry right down to the wire as a very close game. I have the Packers winning 21-20. And I'm going to give credit where credit is due. If they can keep Jordan Love doing what he's doing in the level 1 to level 2 game, he's going to throw another couple 2-3 picks tutters rather. He hasn't thrown a pick, which is great. Highest quarterback rating in the NFL right now. So credit where credit's due. If he can keep it up, he puts another 3 on the board with Jaden Reed and a few of the other fellers in Green Bay, and we come out victorious 21-20.
Jordan Love, welcome to your first start at Lambeau. And like he said, one thing I like about Jordan Love the best, regardless of the stats, regardless of any of that, is his poise. I think he's very calm, cool, and collected. And as a quarterback, I think that is a very advantageous thing to have. He's just out there vibing, playing football, and he doesn't get too emotional about stuff.
LaFleur keeps giving him what he's capable of giving him. He's going to play well.
Level head.
Don't ask more of him than he's capable of.
He's capable of the moon. And I am telling you one thing, too. Derek Carr, if they have anything out there of a half...
That's where our hope lies.
0.5 interceptions today. Smash the over on that. He's throwing 2 for sure. Maybe
That's
3.
where our hope lies. Is
So
that
Derek
the
Carr
fact
sucks.
The Saints are playing Derek
All right.
Carr.
Well, that concludes the program this morning. We love you. We appreciate you.
We do.
We hope you have a fantastic
Have
day.
a great
So,
Sunday.
grab a beer and spread some cheer. NFL Sunday is here, and we only have one more in September. Can you believe it? After week 4, it will be October. Hey, have a day. We appreciate
Enjoy.
you. He loves you. I love you.
Love y'all.
We love as well. Packers, Packers, Packers. Have a day. Adios.